का जो होता है एक शिक्षक वो मारे, एक बड़ी उम्मीद भाई कृष्णा प्रसाद जी है।
Respected President, beloved students and the audience. First of all, I thank the respected District Magistrate for giving me an opportunity to deliver a speech in English on the current and burning topic, Vision for Munger in the 21st century and its corresponding responsibility for Mungerians. All of you know that Munger remains the seat of spiritual learning and the tantric siddhi for ages. Many saints, rishis and fakirs have blessed this land in the past. Munger is known for the Bihar School of Yoga, the Gun Factory, the ITC Limited, the Shaktipeeth Ma Chandika Temple, the Jamalpur Railway Workshop, diesel shed at Jamalpur, and the Bhimban Sanctuary, etc. You know that the Holy Ganga River flows by the Munger district headquarters, touching Kastarni, Babwa, Soji and Lal Darwaja Ganga Ghats. The Ganga river front presents beautiful natural landscapes in the morning and in the evening too. When we sit near the banks of the river Ganga at Munger, we begin to dream of visiting London, through which the famous Thames River flows. My vision for Munger in the 21st century is that this holy river Ganga will turn into a river of trade and commerce in future. And I am glad to inform the audience that on the initiative of the Ministry of Shipping, the Government of India, the Munger administration is going to send a detailed project report to the Ministry of Shipping through the Bihar government for setting up a port near the Sitakund village in the Munger Sadar block of the district. You know, this scheme is under the Sagarmala project, a very ambitious scheme of the Union Government of India. It has several pillars. I hope that after the completion of this project, at Sitakundi area, this port will provide direct and indirect employment to a large number of unemployed youths living in and around a dozen villages of the southern block, namely Varde, Sitakund, Mirzapur, etc. And I hope that some youths who have engaged themselves in the illegal arms smuggling in the absence of job employment will join the mainstreams of the society and say goodbye to the illegal trade forever. Besides, the approach road project, a part of the ambitious Munger Railcom Road Bridge project, the railways overbridge at Bariarpur and the Gorgat Bridge will prove lifeline for the people of the Munger district in future. And all of you know that after the personal initiatives taken by the respected Commissioner Mr. Pankaj Kumar Paul and the District Magistrate Mr. Anand Sharma, work on the approach road project has begun a few days before by the national agency, and the railway overbridge project at Bariarpur is going to be open for the common public of the Munger district in a day or two. And the Gorgate bridge project is also in the process of implementation. All these three mega projects of the Munger district will provide direct and indirect employment to thousands and thousands of the unemployed youths, not only in the Munger district but in the neighboring districts of Bihar. And all of you know that the union government through the railway ministry has introduced train services in between Munger and Khagadiya and in between Munger and Begusarai. This rail link has also ushered in a new era of economic, social and political developments of the Munger district and its neighboring districts. Recently, the respected Chief Minister, Mr. Nitish Kumar, in the presence of the Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Sushil Kumar Modi, has inaugurated the administrative building of the newly created Munger University. And you know that the respected Vice Chancellor of Munger University, Professor Ranjit Kumar Verma, has presented the road map of the proposed of the Munger University, and the road map indicates that one day, probably after 4, 5 or 10 years, Munger will develop as an educational hub where the job aspirants will have job-oriented courses in large numbers and they will have not to go to outside the state. And yesterday, the respected Industries Minister, Mr. Jay Kumar Singh, in the presence of the Rural Works Minister, Mr. Shailesh Kumar, announced that the state government is trying its best to develop Munger as an industrial hub. Besides, they have also promised that Munger will become a tourism hub. You can imagine the scenario after 10 years when Munger will become an educational hub, a tourism hub and an industrial hub. What will be the scenario? So the responsibility of the people of the Munger has increased many folds. What is the responsibility of the people of the Munger district, particularly the people of Munger and Jamalpur towns? What are their responsibilities? Their responsibilities are that they should develop civic sense. Now the question arises, what kind of civic sense they want to develop? They need to keep all the public places, pavements and the roads free from encroachments and garbages. And one thing I appeal to my students who are present here, that don't confine yourselves to Android mobiles only. You use the Android mobiles to the maximum extent for getting required information as per your syllabus, but don't use Android mobile for hours to waste your career. Thanks to all.
बिल्कुल सच कहा कृष्णा भैया आपने कि जब से आया ये 4 इंची का खिलौना, जब से आया है 4 इंची का खिलौना, सारे माँ बाप हो गए बौना। मैं सारे बड़े को देता हूँ चैलेंज, मान के दिखा दे मेरी एक बात, अपने बच्चे का